Hello everyone, and welcome to VRCGuides, your guide to the Metaverse. My name is MonoXMello, and welcome to VRCGuides. Today we're going to be looking at a world that has been home to many users for years due to its comfort and home-like atmosphere. Welcome to Summer Solitude, a virtual apartment with cozy levels through the roof. This place has been a fan favorite for years and is still exceptionally one of the more popular hangout spots. Summer Solitude was created by Lucifer MStar and was uploaded to VRChat on June 24th of 2019. Since then, it has accumulated nearly 70,000 favorites and over 7.5 million visits, proving that there is something about this world that garners the attention of the community. This world is available to PC VR and the Oculus Quest. Be advised that this world is super comfortable and you may fall asleep here. VRChat is a wonderland when it comes to user-created VR content, but this is especially true for Summer Solitude. Summer Solitude is a map made for comfort without the space restrictions. Most of the worlds in VRChat made with comfort in mind tend to be a quarter of the size of the map or sacrifice performance for style. Summer Solitude is a very open apartment with a bunch of amenities without massive performance loss, like VR Pill's head, the god himself. This map also has a similar version of the Roomba from our previous video, which I encourage you to go check out. Needless to say that this world is very unique in its style and has so far garnered the attention of millions of people. Once you first spawn in, you will be defaulted to the ground floor inside of the elevator. On the left side of the elevator, you'll find an area where communities and members can advertise their Twitch channels and Discord servers. And on the right, you can find the world settings panel. Here is where you can toggle off colliders and mirror settings. There are also two panels on the elevator door. One is for a full body mirror, and the other one is a teleport panel. Exiting the elevator will bring you to a hallway that leads to both left and right. Going right will bring us to apartment 1, the Solitude Suite. The Solitude Suite contains several points of interest, like a fish tank, entertainment area, a mirror area, a balcony with a beautiful view, a master bedroom, and a bathroom. The main area holds both the mirror area and the entertainment area. Here's where you can decide whether you want to relax and watch a movie with some friends or go hang out in front of a mirror with your friends as well. You can also find a fair amount of AI cats looking for attention, which is advised if you don't want them to kill you. Overall, the decor in this room is pretty great, especially for the holidays. In the master bedroom, the decor is also amazing with a uniquely styled atmosphere, including spectator seats for those who enjoy watching the ERPs. This is also a popular place for mirror dwellers as well, as there's more mirror options in this room. The balcony is pretty simple and doesn't offer more than a nice view. And finally, the bathroom. This is a pretty bog standard bathroom with the additional poster of a modelist? Whatever it may be, you know what I mean though. Not much to look at in here, but it may tickle your fancy. Moving to the left of the hall, we'll now go up a set of stairs that either go up and down. Let's take a peek at the downstairs floor first. This is the presentational room lobby? Once you enter the left side of the stairs, you will be taken to a hallway that leads to the theater room. This area is made for movie nights with large groups of friends if I had one to enjoy together with. The design in here is cozy and not very distracting, so it's perfect for those looking to just watch some movies with their bros. Moving back to the stairs, this time we can take a right and go to the rooftop. This is where most streamers and content creators hang out, and that's why it may seem familiar. This area has most features that players love to see. This area houses a bar for drinking with the boys, a fireplace to tell spooky stories at, a pool table to beat your friends at, a miniature pool in general, and much more. Some newer features include the ability to rotate the skybox, but beware that this is mildly uncomfortable at first use. There is also an area here just to give thanks to their Patreons. And while I'm talking about Patreons, let me just say that I opened up a Patreon. Supporters can get their names at the end of my videos, as well as a special role in my Discord server. Perks will change over time, but if you feel like supporting me, then maybe take a look into it. Overall, Summer Solitude is a very promising but old map. While this map has been in the hot tab for a couple of years now, it's no surprise that this map is slowly but surely dying out. Don't be discouraged though, Lucifer is currently in the works of a new amazing map called Winter Company. I'm sure there will be a review on this one as well, so make sure you hit subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss that video when it comes out. With that said, let's move on to the interview. Lucifer, thanks for hopping in and joining me for a chat about your world. How are you doing today?
Yeah, no problem. I'm doing fine, yeah.
Awesome to hear that. When did you start playing VRChat?
I started around June 2017.
Oh, you're one of the OGs. A fellow OG.
There was only like 60 people online when I started. If that, most people just stayed in the entire community of VRChat was in the same world, so it was that small.
When did you start developing worlds, and like why? What was your initiative?
I started around Halloween of 2017, so it was a few months after I started, and it was because a man named Artist 3D, he was showing me around his world, and he actually based his worlds off of when he did like acid and stuff in the 70s. But yeah, he was showing me around his worlds, and he was like, yeah, you can do it all in Unity. You can put your headset on and just watch yourself develop it in 3D. And I was like, that sounds amazing. And then VRChat did, I think it was the first Spookality, where you make like a Halloween themed world and you can win prizes. And the prize that year was full body tracking in a Vive.
I remember that.
So I started making a world called Lucifer's World, because everyone makes their first world named after themselves. And yeah, like I spent every day for about, I don't know, it must have been like 12 hours a day for like 2 weeks on that world. But just before Halloween, my GPU broke, so I couldn't submit it. So yeah, that happened. But yeah, that's when I started developing worlds, around that time. And that was my inspiration, that guy. And I don't think he knows, because I only met him like 2 or 3 times that year. I've never seen him since. I know he's still active, but I don't think he knows what he did. So at some point, I'm gonna have to talk to him.
For this world, for example, what was your initial goal with this world?
So I created this world after I had already made a few worlds at this point, but none of them really took off. You know, the Church of Marriage was already done. I got tired of making churches. That was just basically for fun. I usually made like meme worlds and stuff, or just, you know, stupid stuff that people could join and have a laugh in. And then I created a world called A Rainy Night In, because I had just started using Pro Builder in Unity, and I discovered that I could download asset packs and stuff. So I was downloading ArcViz, and then I was like, oh wow, I should make like a rain world, which wasn't very popular at the time. Okay, so like no judging about that, but yeah, so I made a rain world called A Rainy Night In, and it got like 500 people, and it was popular for like, I don't know, like a month or something. And I was like, oh, that's cool. People really like that. And I really enjoyed the aesthetic of that. I don't really do what I do for numbers. I appreciate that people enjoy it. So I appreciate people enjoy Summer Solitude. But if I didn't get the numbers, I would still continue doing, because I just enjoy it anyway. I like to see what I can make, and then I think it's amazing just looking around at it in 3D. But yeah, so I made that world, and it became popular. I was like, oh, maybe people might want more, and I wanted to make a world called Summer Hub, which was this massive house. And right at the top, I built a room in the shape of this room here, because it was kind of like a rectangular shaped building with curves on each side. But then it started looking a bit too much like my previous world, so I was like, okay, I'll scrap it, and I'll just keep this room here. So this world actually came out of an idea of another world called Summer Hub, and it was only meant to be a bedroom. And that's when I released it, it was just a bedroom and a bathroom. It was never meant to be an apartment, and it was never meant to like have a corridor on a rooftop. And then over time, I just added stuff onto it, like the corridor and the rooftop, and then I changed it like 10 times and people got mad, so I changed to like an upgraded version of what it used to be, which is this version. Yeah.
I remember people getting upset about it, and I kind of thought it was dumb because you're already making a world for people to come and visit. They already like the world. What's the harm when you just do a small change? Or even if it's a big upgrade, right?
I think it was the one of the main issues was with when I literally changed how it looked and changed the shape of it. It was basically a new world at that point with the same rooftop, and I don't think people liked that at all. So I'm glad I came back to the original shape, and I'm leaving it alone now. So
Right.
It could just be part of the past.
Sometimes people like to stick with what works, so I completely understand that. When you developed this world, how long did it initially take? So the very first version of this, was it only like a short 20-30 minute project?
The very first version of it took about 3 hours.
Okay.
I was still relatively new at building, and I had just started using Pro Builder. In case you don't know what that is, it's just a modeling program inside of Unity, but it's mainly used for templates. You're not meant to use it for actual modeling. But yeah, I was doing that anyway, and it took about 3 hours for the room. So,
but you still started from nothing and made it into something amazing in the span of 3 hours. Regardless if it was the first version, people still enjoyed it, yeah?
I guess, yeah, people enjoyed that version, yeah, a lot.
Exactly. So
I've still got it. I haven't got it uploaded, but it's very basic. It's basically a bed and some wardrobe, with like wardrobes in the room. And some people still ask for it back, but I opened it up and I'm like, that would be a good April Fool's, but I don't think I want to bring that back. People remember their happy memories and they get really nostalgic about it, and I get that, but it's really not a good world compared to what it is now.
Right. Okay, so obviously, like you said earlier, numbers don't really matter to you. It's just you do this because you enjoy it. But that still begs the question. You have almost 8 million visits and about 70,000 favorites. If there's anything that you could say to the people that, come and hang out here all the time, what would it be?
I guess a very basic, I get a very common response is thank you for enjoying my stuff, and hanging out in it. I'm not saying it doesn't completely matter. If it got 0, it wouldn't demotivate me. But seeing the numbers definitely obviously gives motivation, and seeing that people enjoy it that much motivates me to update it more and keep it updated, because I feel obliged, by those people. I know I don't need to, but those people are enjoying it, and I don't want to take that away. If a map was getting if I released a world and it was getting I don't know, a constant 5 or 10 people, I still feel obliged to update it, because I'm those are really enjoying that world, and I appreciate that a lot. So I don't want to just keep them coming back. I want to keep them, playing and having fun of their own. It's not really for me at that point.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I used to come to this world all the time. This was like my home world actually for a solid year. So I appreciate that.
Oh, nice.
Summer Solitude is a map for the ages, the old ones, and the ones who enjoy comfort. While the map is a bit older, it still attracts hundreds of people every day and is still one of the top spots for people to visit. The decor is amazing and the atmosphere is very comfortable, so if you're searching for a world with this level of realism, then it's a very nice spot to visit. This world's performance is rated 4 out of 5 stars. Summer Solitude presents a reasonable frame rate with all the features that are currently present. We believe that the performance can be slightly improved, however, this shouldn't stop you from visiting by any means. With the amount of detail that this world presents, I feel like the performance isn't nearly as bad as it could be. Therefore, it will be receiving a 4 out of 5 stars. This world's environment is rated 4 out of 5 stars. Summer Solitude is a great average world, but it lacks much flavor and zing. It just kind of exists. It's a great world to hang out in, but it doesn't really have much of a unique flavoring to it. It's great if you want something semi-realistic to hang out in, but if you're looking for a gorgeous or surreal experience, this isn't that type of world. It runs great and it's a great starting place for any new players, but a lot of more veteran players would probably find the design pretty bland. This world's effort is rated 5 out of 5 stars.
Summer Solitude may not be the prime spot to be at or hang out, but it is pretty polished off world that showcases the effort that gets put in by the creator. If a modern looking hangout world is what you are looking for, then this is the world for you, with plenty of mirrors and chill, cozy spots either inside or out.
Overall, this world receives a 4.5 star rating. Summer Solitude presents an astounding example of many years of hard work while also showing how long it takes for a popular opinion to degrade. While veteran users may not enjoy this world as much as they used to, it's a great starting world for any new users looking to gain social interest in VRChat, and I highly recommend it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting like and subscribing. If you'd like to request a world to review, leave a comment or join the Discord in the description. And if you want to support my content, please consider joining the Patreon linked in the description. Until next time, on to new worlds.